Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you all had a great weekend. I don't normally talk about too much personal stuff on these videos, but I had a really nice Saturday. My parents and I went to the Penn State blue-white football game. It's my first time going to that game, and it's sort of like the last part of the spring practice schedule for Penn State football. I believe in the past they've set it up more of like an actual football game, although for some reason they decided to do it more like a practice scrimmage type thing. It was nice. There was about 62,000 people in the stands, but the main reason why I went is my son plays in the Penn State Blue Band. He's in the percussion section, so it gave me an opportunity to go out and listen to the Blue Band play in Beaver Stadium. So it was really nice. The weather was great. As you can see, I got a little sun. And after the game, I was able to meet up with my son, and we all went out for supper. So it was a really nice Saturday. Again, hope you all had a great weekend yourselves. So for today's video, it's been, I think, a couple months since I have done a sort of a player showcase video showing off the cards I have in my collection of a particular player. So I thought it's time to do another one. And while I normally have been collecting cards of Hall of Famers, this showcase is of a player that should be in the Hall of Fame, and that is Pete Rose, Mr. Charlie Hustle. So I'm going to be turning the camera around and showing off the Pete Rose cards in my collection. Most of them are raw. I do have a few graded cards, but the majority of these cards are ones that I've had in my collection since I was a kid, or freshly pack pulled whenever they came out. So some of them are not in the best condition, although I do have some graded copies that are in nicer condition. But the cards I have pretty much span the entire start to end of his career. So yeah, hope you enjoy me showing off some of my Pete Rose baseball cards. What I think I'll do is show off his more recent cards, his later cards, and then work my way back to his oldest cards that I have. So the first one is a group of 1989 Topps manager cards. I have a couple of them in my collection. There's the back. And he also had a manager card in 1988 Topps. That's what this looks like. I have a few of those. Again, the junk wax era cards. I bought a lot of them, so I have lots of copies. But not so many 87s. Here is his base 87. The career stats. Here's his 87 Topps manager card. Team checklist on the back. This one's nice. The 1986 Donruss, showing him as a manager, first base. Then we have the 1985 Fleer. Oh, 86 Fleer, sorry. As soon as I said it, I knew it wasn't 85, the 86 Fleer. Then for 86 Topps, they did similar to what they did for Hank Aaron, I think in 1974. They did for Pete Rose. I don't have all of them here, but I do have sort of these retro looking, going back, all his Topps cards. So this one here shows his 71, 72, and 71, 72, 73, and 74 Topps cards. Then we have the 67, 68, 69, 70. And his rookie in 63, 64, 65, and 66. So that's pretty cool. And just different years there. Talks about some different highlights from those different years. And here's his regular 86 Topps card. And as you can see, I did not specifically buy this card. Came this way out of the pack. Pretty seriously miscut, but hey, it's still a Pete Rose card. Actually, they have him listed strictly as the manager. All right, here's a really nice sharp. I think I pulled this not too long ago. I bought some vintage packs, some 87 Donruss. I pulled this really sharp Rose from 87 Donruss, really nicely centered. Here's the back. And I have his 1985 Donruss with his short stint with the Montreal Expos. Here's his 1985 Fleer. Is 85 Topps regular. And the manager card. Then we have, really like this one, the 84 Donruss when he was with the Phillies. His 84 Fleer. His 1983 Donruss. '83 Fleer. His 83 Topps. And he also had an 83 Topps for certain players. They had a super veteran subset. So there he is in 1963 and 1983. Here's his 82 Donruss. How did I get? Oh, I got this out of order. Didn't realize I had an 82 there. I am going backwards. That's right. Yeah. I thought I put these in correct order. His 82 Donruss. And I think this is from 82 Donruss as well. As you can see, you may be able to pick it up here. This is starting to show. Oh, it may not. There we go. Yeah, this card somehow got in my collection, got really creased. But oh well. It's, if I really wanted this card, it's probably only a couple bucks on eBay, if that. I'd probably pay more than in shipping than the card is worth. But there you go. Schmidt and Rose. Here is his 82 Fleer. His 82 Topps All-Star. I don't have his base 82, but I do have in 82 they also did for certain players in action. So there's that. Then I have 2 copies of this, of his 81 Donruss. And I can't remember whether this one was recently pack pulled from an 81 Donruss pack, or whether it was this much nicer copy. This one's very well centered. Corners look really nice. This one is one that if I wanted to, I don't know why, but if I ever wanted to grade, that could probably get an 8 or a 9. All right. Again, another, this is from my personal collection, is 81 Fleer. Boy, this, I don't know how this card got really beat up. Lots of creases in that one. And then also in 81 Fleer, they had the Triple Threat. Again, also in really banged up condition. There's some surface scratches and marks on it and stuff. But again, hey, as a 9-year-old, I'd probably flip these with some friends and all that stuff. So I really got beat up. Here's his 1981 Kellogg's. Really like this one. I keep telling myself I love these Kellogg sets, but I just haven't gone out and really purchased any. But someday I will. I just love the design of the different Kellogg's years. I know once you start getting past, 1980 and older, they get really expensive. But anyway, love that 3D design there. And here's his 1981. Again, severely miscut. Wow. And here is his 1980. His highlight card. And I also have a nicer graded copy in a PSA 8. Here's his 1980 regular in a PSA 8. Here's his 79 base PSA 8. His 1978 Topps highlight card, his record breaker. Ooh, there we go. His regular 1978. This one's in a PSA 9. And this is a raw copy. I still want to get one of these graded, but his 1977 Topps. Here's his 1976 in that PSA 6. His graded cards, even in sort of that mid to high sort of collector grade, really expensive. Then I have a raw copy. I've had this one for years. Not the best condition, but centering on it's nice, but the corners and stuff are off. This is probably like maybe a 4. I'd be lucky with a 5. Those corners are really ding. This would probably be a 4 if I had it graded. But yeah. Then his 74 Topps All-Star with Bobby Mercer. I know I picked this one up from my local card shop. I bet you it's 30 years ago. And this is the one that I showed off not too long ago in what I look for in vintage baseball cards. This is the 67 Topps Pete Rose, and as you can see, that registration is really off. Looks like his face is like 3D, but it's nicely centered. But yeah, there's his 67 Topps, and 2 more. I have his 1965 Topps in a BVG 6. And his last card, my favorite Pete Rose card in my collection. It's not his rookie card, but it's his 64 Topps, which to me is much nicer than his 63 rookie card. I'm not sure if I'll ever pick up his 63 rookie card. It's not that important to me, but this one is just gorgeous. I love it's his first card by himself. Yep, just love that card. So there you have it. Just put that one over there. So we have the 64, 65, and 67 there. So yeah, that's my Pete Rose collection. Let me know what you think. That's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.